All right, guys, it's Friday night. The Iceman here. No, it's not going to have the usual. A lot of things have been going on throughout the course of the day. A few phone calls and whatnot, and which pretty much are life changers in a way. And so I really pretty much have to make some decisions on some things. And Um, I don't know. A lot of the newer guys here probably wouldn't know, but I was gone from like around 2010 to like into 2011, and there were some serious things going on there, and uh, I I'm wearing my normal glasses tonight. You want to know something? I can't stand them because they reflect, and I can't really see that good. So I'll wear my reading glasses, which are a little better. But anyway, um, You know, when I came on YouTube in 2009, you know, I did it, for the wrestling. I did it for a lot of reasons. I did it to try to get views, try to get subscribers. Um, I made a ton of friends, and then I got a little cocky, and I was drinking back then, and I made a lot of enemies as well. So, um, but then things happen, and I'm not going to get into the details of anything, but then health issues occurred, and I was gone for a while, and I came back, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to come back, but fortunately, I was able to come back, and I got myself back into really good health, and I got a really great job. Um, it's demanding at times, but at my age, sometimes it takes its toll. But I work with super people, great people in the kitchen department, in the banquet department, in the servers. They're totally awesome, and everybody is like they look out for each other. So that's a great thing too. Um, but you know, there's just a lot of other things. I get stuff in my inbox and whatnot, and you get some hate every now and then, and it's from people you never even heard of before, and you just disregard it, and which I do. But the bottom line is, um, I you come here on YouTube to talk about wrestling. I mean I know so much, and I try to bring it forward. Maybe I don't bring it forward in the right way sometimes, but I try to. And maybe it's not the way that other people would like it, but if you don't tell me, I don't know. Um, but I've seen so much wrestling through the years, and with a lot of the younger people on here, you try to educate them, and then you just try to talk about the present day wrestling and whatnot. And some people take to you, and some people don't. I mean, there's a lot of us little guys here on YouTube that you know you work your butt off and you don't get anywhere. But the thing of it is, you made the effort, and there are those out there that just throw anything up, get 1,000 views, and that's the way it goes. But be that as it may, um, times have changed, and for me, I've been doing this for, well, not a full 5 years, but it's going on 5 years, and sometimes you say to yourself, is it really all worth it? I mean, you got your fan base and whatnot, and and I have my Facebook page, and I have my Facebook, wrestling page, and you have everybody that is always there on a daily basis. But um, you really go out of your way at times to try to produce and make a video that is like very informative, um, give your opinion, and a lot of times it just flashes by a lot of people. They just don't really care. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what anybody here on YouTube really wants to hear, except for they want drama, they want people to rant on people, they want a lot of hate videos. You know, I've done all three in the past in 2009. I'm not that person anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. So, uh, really, the basis of this video is I'm going to keep my channels open for the time being, but I think I may be really slowing down to the point where, just for the simple fact is, um, it's really a lot of work to try to funnel everything around your job. And, you know, my niece's birthday was last Wednesday. You know, unfortunately, I couldn't go because I had an appointment. Um, then I had to work the rest of the week. Matt's birthday is on Sunday. I won't be there Sunday, but I'll be out there like on Tuesday. Um, this really bothers me because, I'm not always there for their birthdays, but they know. Believe me, they know. But a lot of this stuff really has gotten to me lately. Um, you bust your ass, and then all of a sudden, the days you need to have to go do things that are very important to you, you don't have. And then I start thinking, so when I'm free, why do I make it a point to have to make a YouTube video? Because to me, that's not the most important thing in the world. It's family, and it's you, your health. And there's some issues with me right now, and never thought would ever come up again, but well, obviously they did. So it's taken its toll on myself, and it's changed a lot of things in my life. Um, there's a lot of things that my family doesn't even know yet because I haven't really gotten around to say anything. But it's sort of funny when you're younger, when you're in your teens, and then you get into your 20s and your 30s, you don't think about getting older. And then when you start hitting 40, that's usually the first time you start thinking about it. And then when you hit your 50s, it gets even worse. And there's just so many things that, I mean, if you ever watch TV, all they want you to do is go for this, go for that. And you know something? You get tired of seeing those commercials, but the bottom line is, when it comes down to it, they're actually right. If you avoid doing these things, bad things can happen. And, but anyway, uh, this is a video I'm just throwing out there that, that you may come on YouTube someday and not see another video from the Iceman. And I, yeah, I'll be honest with you. I just don't really know how to express this. I really don't, because I've had fun for almost a total of 5 years. This has been a great time for me. It's a great time for me to talk about wrestling and share my experiences in wrestling and try to, give out some information to a lot of people that, like back in the days of the, you know, the NWA, where a lot of young YouTubers never even knew about the NWA. You try to give them ideas to go check out the links and whatnot, and this is the fun part about it. And the real fun part about all this is making friends all around the world, because I've made a lot of friends. Um, Also made some enemies. I can't say I haven't, but I've made a lot more friends than I've made enemies. And I've had enemies that I became friends with as well. And I had friends that I made enemies with and then became friends with. And I think the person knows who I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention his name. He knows I respect him. I think he's a great guy. Um, but really, there's guys in Canada like Andre Corbeil, Jim Simon, it's Wrestling Jesus. I mean, you got guys on the West Coast, Captain Morgan. You got Gemini 888. And then you got guys in the middle of the United States like Rai Rai. Um, I mean, and then you got the East Coast, David Rivera, Simon Nicole, Boston Fan 79 V1. He's the guy for me. I mean, I can't express how much that nobody really knows. Chris and I are really good friends, and I always said to myself one day I would always like to meet, you know. But anyway, he's my buddy. Um, and then you have your, Oh, don't want to forget this guy, Josh, Inside Wrestling Truth, also in the Midwest. Guys, if you haven't seen his videos, please watch them. He has interviews with a lot of wrestlers. They're awesome. They really are awesome. And of course, I cannot discount my nephew, Matt, WWE V9, and his best bud, Aaron Loves WWE and TNA. Um, there's just a lot of guys out there. And that's the thing about YouTube. It's like it's everywhere. And you latch on to the guys that you like watching or listening to, or just the guys that just make comments to you. You know, Big Ray's Wrestling, part of the Can-Am Wrestling Connection with Andre Corbeil. Talk about a knowledgeable guy, man. Bill Shiler. I mean, I'm trying to name a lot of people, and it's really hard because. But anyway, I know this video is getting long, but I'm just trying to express my thoughts. And the bottom line is, and I want to try to say this in a real, I really don't know how to say this, but I'm going to keep the channels open. But if there's a day where there's no more videos for the Iceman, just please, please remember him. That's all I got to say. Peace out, everybody. Have yourself a great night.